Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the previous video, we have learned about أسماء الإشارة للقريب and أسماء الإشارة للبعيد, the demonstrative pronouns for near and far people or objects. And in this video, we are going to look at how these أسماء الإشارة are used in sentences. And in front of us, we have two tables. The first table is for Asma al-Ishara that are used to point or to refer to people. And the second table is for Asma al-Ishara that are used to refer to inanimate objects for non-human. Let us look at the first table. And for the first table, we will be focusing on the first part of the table, which is Asma al-Ishara lil-Qarib. The first example is هذا طالب. هذا طالب. This is a male student. If we look at the word طالب, this is a mudzakkar word, as a male student, and at the same time it is a singular mufrad word. So therefore, the suitable ism ishara is هذا. هذا طالب. Now we go to the second one. Second one is هذان طالبان. هذان طالبان, which means these are two students. If you look at the word talibani, this is also a mudzakkar word, but at the same time it is muthanna because it means two students. So the ism ishara that we should use is hadani. Hadani talibani. And the next example is haulai tulab. Haulai tulab means these are students, male students. So the word tulab here is mudzakkar, and at the same time it is jama. And don't forget, we have talked in the previous video, if the word is jama word, then you have to check whether it is human for or non-human. And since this is referring to human, tulab, then the word this is haulai. Haulai tulab. Okay, so these are the examples for mudzakkar asma al-ishara. Now we go to the muannas version of asma al-ishara lil qarib. Okay, the first example is hadhihi talibah. Hadhihi talibah, which means this is a female student. The word talibah is muannas, and at the same time it is mufrad. Therefore, the ism ishara is hadhihi. هذه طالبة. Next sentence, هاتان طالبتان. هاتان طالبتان, which means these are two female students. The word طالبتان is a muannas word, and at the same time it is muthanna. Therefore, the suitable ism ishara is هاتان. These, for two. These are two female students. And now we come to the jama word. Okay. هؤلاء طالبات. هؤلاء طالبات, which means these are female students for 3 and above, for plural. These are female students. If you look at the word طالبات, this is a jama word, and at the same time it is muannas. So again, since this is a jama word, you check whether this is for human or non-human. And since this is referring to human, then the ism ishara to say this is haulai. Okay, that is for ism ishara lil qarib. Now we go to asma al ishara lil ba'id. You want to say that and those. Okay, we look at the first sentence. The first sentence is dhalika talib. Dhalika talib. That is a student. So talib is mudzakkar and mufrad at the same time, so we say dhalika. The second example, dhanika talibani. Dhanika talibani. Talibani, two male students. So to say those are two male students, we say dhanika. Talibani is mudzakkar word, and at the same time this is muthanna, dual. Therefore, the ism ishara that we must use is dhanika. And the next example, this is for jama, for plural. Ulaika tullabun. Ulaika tullab. Those are male students. And the word tulab is a jama' word, and at the same time it is referring to human. Therefore, the word that you use to say those is ulaika. Ulaika tulab. Now we look at the muannas version of that and those. The first word is, or the first sentence is, tilka taliba. That is a female student. Taliba is a muannas word and mufrad word. So the isim ishara is tilka. The second example is tanika talibatani. Those are two female students. The word talibatani is a muannas word, and at the same time it is muthanna, dual. Therefore, the isim ishara lil ba'id that we use is tanika. Those two. Those two are female students. And the last example is ulaika talibat. Ulaika talibat. Those are female students. The word talibat is a jama' and muannas word, and at the same time it is referring to human. Therefore, the isim ishara lil ba'id that we use is ulaika. Ulaika talibat. Those are female students. Now we look at the other table, and this time these are the isim ishara lil qarib and also lil ba'id that we use to refer to inanimate objects, yeah, for non-human. Okay, the first example is hadha ta'am. This is a food. So the word ta'am is mufrad and mudhakkar, therefore we say hadha. Hadha ta'am. For muthanna, we say hadhani. Hadhani ta'amani. These are two foods. And the word ta'amani, it is now muthanna. Muthanna and mudhakkar. So we say hadhani to say these two. Now we come to the jama' word, right? Look at this carefully. The word jama' or the jama' word for the word ta'am is al-ta'imah. Al-ta'imah. And of course it means foods. And now you want to say these are the foods or these are foods. So what is the word for these? Since this is a jama' word, so you have to check whether this is referring to human or non-human. And of course, from the meaning, the word at'ima is non-human. So what does the rule says? The rule says that if the jama' word is for non-human, then we have to treat the word as if it is mufrad and muannas. So if it is mufrad and muannas, what is the isim ishara? The isim ishara should be hadhihi. So for this case, we say hadhihi at'ima. But in terms of the meaning, it is not this, but it means these. These are foods. Hadhihi at'ima. Now we go to the mu'annas version of the words. The first sentence, hadhihi fakiha. This is a fruit. Fakiha is mu'annas and mufrad, so we say hadhihi. Second example, hatani fakihatani. These are two fruits. Fakihatani, two fruits. And this is mu'annas and also muthanna, so we say hatani. And now we come to the jama' word for fakiha. The plural word or jama' word for fakiha is fawakih. So we want to say these are fruits. So what is the suitable word to say these in this context? We look at the word fawakih. This is jama'. And from the meaning, we know that this is an inanimate object. This is not human. So since this is not human, the rule says you have to treat the word as mu'annas and mufrad. That is why the isim ishara that we use here is hadhihi. But again, the meaning is not this, but it is these. These are fruits. And now we look at Asma' al-Ishara lil-Ba'id for inanimate object. The first sentence, ذَلِكَ طَعَامٌ. ذَلِكَ طَعَامٌ. That is a food. That is a food. Ta'am is mudhakkar and mufrad, so we say ذَلِكَ. The second example, ذَانِكَ طَعَامَانِ. Those are two foods. طَعَامَانِ, mudhakkar and muthanna. So you want to say those two, the word is ذَانِكَ. Now we come to the jama' word for ta'am, which is at'ima. أطعمة, foods. How do we say those are foods? Okay, what is the word for those? Okay, you have to check. Since this is Jama' word, you have to check whether it is referring to human or non-human. And again, this is for non-human. Therefore, the word that you want to use here must be in the mufrad and muannas form. So what is the mufrad and muannas form for isim isyara lil ba'id? The word is tilka. So we say tilka at'ima. But the meaning is not that. The meaning is now those. Those are foods. Tilka at'ima. Now we look at the muannas version for the word that and those. The first example, tilka fakiha. That is a fruit. Fakiha, mufrad and muannas. So we say tilka. That is a fruit. Tanika fakihatani. Those are two fruits. Fakihatani, muannas and musanna. So we say tanika. And now when it comes to plural, you have to check again. Since this word fawakih is jama' ghairu aqil, non-inanimate object, then we have to treat the word as muannas and mufrad. So what is the muannas and mufrad word for isim isyara lil ba'id? It is tilka. Tilka fawakih. Yeah, but the meaning is not that. The meaning is now those. Those are fruits.